So we actually have good news today. There's been a lot of deportations recently, including Kilmar Abrego Garcia's, who the government has said was wrongly deported, and on top of him, there have been Americans who have been detained without due process as well, and that's pretty terrifying. And it makes me wonder why we see whistleblowers everywhere but ICE. But that's, I think, maybe a longer conversation for another day. But the exciting thing is that the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled today that Trump can't continue to kick the can down the road on bringing Abrego Garcia back. Essentially, they denied both his motions to try and do that. And there are a couple of very good quotes in this. Let's take a read of them. The first one is, it is difficult in some cases to get to the very heart of the matter, but in this case, it's not hard at all. The government is asserting a right to stash away residents of this country in foreign prisons without the semblance of due process, which is the foundation of our constitutional order. That's a goddamn, right? The due process is enshrined in the Fifth Amendment, and you can't not give people due process. Like, it literally applies to everyone who lives here. It's insane that they're arguing this. Next, the court goes on to admonish the Trump administration for not even bringing him back already. In fact, they say, the government has conceded that Abrego Garcia was wrongly or mistakenly deported. Why then should it not make what was wrong right? Preach to the choir. That's an amazing one. Calling it out so clearly is so rare and so refreshing to see. And the last big one to me is that they spell out the danger of the Trump administration's actions. The executive possesses, they say, enormous powers to prosecute and to deport, but with power comes restraint. If today the executive claims the right to deport without due process and in disregard of court orders, what assurance will there be tomorrow that it will not deport American citizens and then disclaim responsibility to bring them home? And what assurance shall there be that the executive will not train its broad discretionary powers on political enemies? The threat, even if not in actuality, would always be present, and the executive's obligation to take care that the laws be faithfully executed would lose its meaning. That's a big deal. It's good to see that the courts are still on our side. Now, it's very possible that the Trump administration will just ignore all this and continue to not bring him back. That will make this constitutional crisis worse than it was. But this is a huge win for judicial goodness in the United States, right? Like, it tells us that there are still judges, even incredibly conservative ones appointed by Reagan, on our side. But we have to be on our side, too. That means getting out to the protest on April 19th. It means calling your representatives. It means doing whatever you can to continue pushing into the cracks in Trump's support while boxing in his authoritarian nonsense. Together, we'll be able to beat this. It's so easy to break something. It's so hard to put it back together, and it's going to take all of us. Cool? Cool.